Hi, Larry girl. I think I'll have to bring a bit more. Larry girl, is that light? Is there enough light there? Hi, GM Dave. Hi, Zelda. Hi, B. Hey, Kate Sweet Blue. Lots to talk about today. Look what came. Los Garabio Ghost Tarot. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. Somebody asked me, oh, you should get a Ghost Tarot deck, and I did. So I wanted to anyway. So hi, Michael Dower, Linda B, Christine Thomas, Robin. Hi, Connie Brown. I had a couple more minutes. I did a Lenormand and Sibylla, two different reading on the strumpets, as I called the video. Ivanka and Jared were using Lenormand, John Jr. and Eric done using Sibylla cards, which is a slightly different system. Hi, Wendy K. So I'll be posting that later. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Thank you for the answering. Robin Arvin, I said hello already. So I think we might get straight into things. As usual, we'll be opening up with Trump. And I've taken to calling him Trumpy Dump. So Trump. And I'm glad you like the Lenormand. I hope the Sibylla, you'll like them too. And I've got the T cards, of course, and Kipper. So I'll be doing more of those, as more videos with those. Yeah. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Hi, Dishes and Stitches. I'm going back to the tarot to have a look at Trump Dump. And, yeah. Teresa Judy, hello. Put a cover on, but it's a bit too warm for that one. It's getting a bit warmer here. Still not warm enough, but getting a wee bit warmer. Happy birthday, Sam, Bernie. I think you've got to use these decks more, you know, and just practice. Don't be afraid to refer to your notes. You know, don't be afraid to say, look, I don't know everything about it, you know, so I'm going to refer to my notes and stuff when you're learning. And you know what, revising never hurts. Every few months I go through and revise the notes I have and everything on tarot even, to keep things fresh. And I'll go through, I'll revise the general notes I have from the card that I picked up when I first, and then I'll go through and I'll choose one of my decks and I'll go through that deck and the book that goes with it, you know, and it opens up more. And yeah, So let's get stuck into it. What's going on with Trumpy Dump? What's happening with him at the moment? I'll do a 7-carder on him. Oh, E.G. and Carol. Ooh, how's he? All right, we'll have a look at how he's reacting to E.G. and Carol and her tweets. E.G. and Carol. How's he reacting to her? Hi, Estelle. That 3 cards fell out, so let's have a look at them. 5 of Cups. King of Wands upside down. He is chucking tanties. King of Swords. He's going to have to face the music on that one. He can't get out of that one because it's not federal. Bar can't do anything. It could be, I guess the only thing that could be happen would be a delay due to the election. But 5 of Cups lost. He knows he's going to lose. He knows he's going to lose that. And he's chucking tanties. This is the worst side of the King of Wands. More and more he's become the King of Wands. As you know, there's aspects of all 4 kings that make up Trump. And, you know, so I've never really pinned him down to one king. But more and more recently, it's been the King of Wands. 7 of Wands. She's not going anywhere. He knows that, and he hates that. Ooh. He's really afraid that more things are going to come to light. She says, and so is every other woman out there. I wonder if other women are coming forward. Emboldened by this woman. 4 of Swords. He's going to have to face the music and rest, retire. I don't think she's going to allow him to settle out of court. I really don't. Oh, this is, you know, doesn't matter if the trial isn't until next year or whatever. The case doesn't come up till next year. I'm not saying whatever. Sorry about using that term. It's a really serious matter. What I meant was, it doesn't matter if it's held now or next year. Just her tweets and just her continuing with this is undermining him. Oh. He's a bully. He's a bully. One of the bad aspects of Wands is that they can be very much my way or the highway, and they'll try and often push you into doing things and bully you into doing things if they have the worst aspects of that personality. Hi, Annie. Yes. So, yeah, he's a bully. And that's going to come out too. More and more instances of that are going to come out. So the Page is also the orator. So more and more people are going to come out talking about his bullying of women. Four of Wands, time at celebration. So we've got her here in the first row, E.G. He's going to lose with regard to this. She's not going to give up. She's standing her ground and she's undermining his thoughts and what he's afraid of. He's chucking cans. He's losing his temper. He's really scared of more coming out and of people coming out and talking, women especially coming out and talking about his bullying and stuff. And this is what he's got to face in the future. Face the music, face the judges, the investigators, face having to be retired from public life somehow. That could even mean jail. And people celebrating his downfall. Yeah. He's not happy. He's not happy. So each line that I put down is a different aspect. And I don't know what that aspect is going to be for each line until I get a bit further in. So what was on the bottom of that deck? Let's have a look. Justice. He's feeling it's so unfair. It's so justice first. It's so unfair. It's so unbalanced. They're so biased against me. This is what he's thinking and ranting about. Well, for how long has the justice system been biased against victims of sexual abuse and sexual misconduct and sexual assault? Being told, well, girlie, if you went out wearing a dress, or, you know, you went out and you let him pay for dinner, and, you know, you should have kept everything. You shouldn't have gone into shock and had a shower. And you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. Oh, disgusting. It's about time all these things were put right. And men who are sexually assaulted, and it happens, you know. Oh, come on, men. It doesn't happen to men. Of course it does. It happens. Anyway, so let's have a look at what else is on Trumpy Dump's mind. That was his reaction to E. Jean Carroll's tweets. Hi, Greta. Hi, Michael. Jowl. Yeah. Fix the DOJ onto them so they can't get his DNA. Yeah, okay. That'd be right. Wait it out, Eugene. Wait it out. He's not going to have anywhere to hide soon. Oh, of course he's throwing DeJoy under a bus. You saw that press conference? Oh, yeah, no, well, no, it needs an investigation. I'm happy for them to investigate it. Of course he is. Might cause DeJoy to open up a bit. Will DeJoy turn on Trump? We'll have a look at that too. Will DeJoy turn on Trump? The other question I want to ask about him is the crack he made about the generals cozying up to warmongers, or, you know, the military equipment industry. They don't do that. A very odd one might take a position, but it's very rare. Is there going to be any blowback from that? So let's have a look first with the, is there going to be any hi Sherry French, is there going to be any blowback? Where's glitter coming from? Look, glitter everywhere here. I don't know where it's coming from. Even when you don't own it, it ends up all over the place. Jesus. Hi, crazy cat lady. Farley, how are you? So is there going to be any kickback, no, blowback from his comments about the generals not liking him, and why? Just another way of showing disdain for the military. Three of Wands, that's going to come back and bite him in the ass. Reap what you sow, mate. Reap what you sow. Is there going to be any kickback? The general think. Six of Pentacles. He's greedy. He's implying that they're greedy, and that they're getting kickbacks. That's what he's implied. Let's not dress it up. He said the way they cozy up to them. No, and their relationship. He's implying that they're getting kickbacks. He's using it to confuse the issue. He's using it to cloud the issue, saying it's not the rank and file. It's not the soldiers on the ground who I don't like. It's they all love me. No, they don't. He's trying to deflect, to say, oh no, I don't blame you, I blame the generals. You know, he's on thin ice. It's just another ploy to try and cling on to power. And how's it going to affect his chances? Six of Pentacles. It's like it's greedy. How's it going to affect his chances? Oh, it's going to tamper things down. It's not going to help him with the military vote. In fact, it's going to temper it down even more. It's going to temper down that military vote. Military votes who have gone to Republicans for generations, for probably the next, several election cycles will probably go to Democratic, Oh, tower, it's another tower, it's another brick. Long-time viewers of me will know that every time the tower comes out, it's another brick being taken out of the foundation of Trump and his family and corporation and him. And another brick. It's another brick. World. End of one cycle, beginning of another. It's the straw that's going to bring about the end of his journey. The Hermit. I think a lot of people who, I don't know, but it seems to me that honor and doing your duty in the military often goes to doing your duty by voting as well, enrolling to vote and voting. He's isolated himself and his party. from the military with all this stuff, and this crack about the generals has not helped. Nightmares, nightmares, nightmares. It's just going to bring, you know, he had the chance to stand up and say, yeah, I said this, but I didn't understand. I had no idea. But no, he said, no, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. He had his chance to stand up and apologize and fix things. But he's refused to do that because he never backs down on anything. Everyone knows he's lying. The Chariot's out of control. The Chariot is out of control, and it's got a momentum all of his own, and he's got no control over that momentum. This has just, as far as the military concerned, it's bang, bang. It's nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin. Let's have a look. I might use the little Italian Sibylla to clarify things a little bit. Okay, I'll need the book because they're all in Italian, so sometimes I just have to. I can count to 10 and say the odd couple of words, swear words. But so I need the book for translation. So okay. How is this going to affect Trump? Has this ended any hope of military support for Trump? Il Deliranti, Q9. The delirious. Stupid actions and foolish behaviour. Il Deliranti, the delirious. That's precious. That is just so precious. What else has it shown? La Nemica. Now that is Nemesis, I think. La Nemica. P12. 11. The enemy. Yeah, the enemy. Woman who acts secretly. Oh my goodness. Woman who acts secretly. I think there might be a whistleblower, another whistleblower coming out with even more. Viaggio. I have no idea what that is. F3. Travel, vacation, transfer, move. Yep. Okay. He's been stupid, foolish, and delirious. More's going to come out, adding to his nightmare, and it's going to cement his transfer. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. I know Lena uses these cards as clarifiers. Lena Rodriguez. If you haven't seen her, go and watch her. She's absolutely so much fun. And Marianne from Revealing Like That Tarot. I've watched them almost from the start of my journey with tarot. Pretty much from the start of my journey with tarot. And I've learned so much from them. If you want a good laugh, someone who does Trump brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly, is a guy called John DiDomenico, I think his name is, and every time Trump does a press conference, he comes out afterwards and does his own press conferences, Trump, and it is so funny, absolutely so funny. And and he did a wear a mask thing with some woman playing Melania, who was also brilliant, and the guy who I never watched a lot of what do you call it, Seinfeld, and I never watched this episode, but of course, as most people, you're familiar with the famous soup guy. I'm not going to use the second word, but the soup guy, you know, no soup for you. You got him, and they did this ad to encourage people to wear masks. So and he is so funny. I had a catch up with Bo of the Fifth Column. I mean, caught up with one of his videos. He's good to watch. And I came across this other guy who calls himself a liberal redneck, Trace Crawford, and he's from Tennessee, and he really got the accent. I can't do it, but he is so straight down the line, saying, you know, just as he calls it bull every time. So, but he's not afraid to pull up Democrats as well and say, hey, look, this is what you've got to be doing. You know, he heavily, you know, criticizes, but he's not afraid to say to Democrats, hey, look, you've made this mistake of treating us all as such and such, or thinking that we only care about Republican stuff. We don't. We want this and we want that, so you've got to get out and talk to us more. And he cited Biden as being one of the people who does that, so who does get out and talk to them more, and Stacey Abrams was brilliant at it and things like that. So yeah, if you want to have a look at a couple of guys you just to look at, you think they'd be diehard Trump's, and they're not. They're like Bo of the Fifth Column. His breakdown of things and his analysis of things, it's absolutely so worth watching. Yes, it was in North Carolina. Yeah, Trump is obviously throwing DeJoy under the bus. DeJoy, there's not much they can do about what he did with his company because of the statute of limitations on campaign law violations in North Carolina. But yeah. Hi, Mystical Marina. Yeah, he is another word for the abominable. Greta is another word for the abominable. I can usually say that word. Snowman or Bigfoot. And it's the geographical name, and they usually live in the Himalayas, Nepal, India, Pakistan, those areas. So that's what a Yeti is. Yeah, great. They're supposed to be these great big lumbering beasts. Hi, trendsetters, yeah, or intrepid viewers, yes. So let's have a look at What else? Oh, I want to look at, enough about the Yeti. I want to look at Julian Assange. He's going to get the ghost check. Because he's so freaking pale. Okay, he's an Australian. But there's doing things for a reason, and then there's crossing the line. And using his platform and allowing his platform to be used to influence policy, to influence elections in another country, that's wrong. You know, you don't, if you're going to have a platform like that, you don't use it to influence things. You use it to call out people on their bull. But you don't use it to publish things that can harm others, and you don't use it to, you don't let it be used. A lot of Australians might not agree with me. If you don't, you don't. But do I think he should get extradited to the US? Yes, I think he should have to go over there and answer the answer for his actions. Why it was his platform allowed to be used in such a way, and this and that, and what did he get out of it, and you know, and how was his platform used to influence this, that, and the other. So Julian Assange, is he going to get extradited to the US? He's fighting it. He's still in the UK. Is he going to get extradited to the US? This is the new Ghost Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful back pictures. So is he going to get Julian Assange? What's going to happen with him? Is he going to get extradited to the US, and will he end up in jail? So I'll do a cross. Judgment. Going to have to face judgment. So that, I think, is an indication that, yeah, he might get extradited to the US. Yeah, so here he is. Four of Wands. He's feeling pretty celebratory at the moment. I'm holding them off. Yay, yay. I'm still in England, but he's still in custody, so he can't go anywhere. Okay, he's been kicked out of the Ecuadorian embassy. I don't think they ever want to see his mug again. What's his challenge? Six of Pentacles. Interesting. It's a Six of Pentacles, and it's this guy over hugging onto a gravestone. Like balance, learning balance. I'll check the book with that just to double check. Patience and waiting lead to small moments of eternity, but there is no eternity in solitude. His challenge is to wait things out. That's interesting. Prudent judgment. Yeah, okay. So his challenge is to wait things out and be patient, and you know, he can't really go anywhere. He's in England. England's in lockdown. So what's at the base of things for him? Eight of Wands. Trying to stop movement the base of things is trying to stop him being movement away. So it's trying to stop travel for him. That's at the base of everything for him at the moment. His past actions leading up to the present. Oh, he's bright ideas. He's bright ideas about holding people accountable. He was a hacker before he started WikiLeaks. He fell foul of the Australian Federal Police, of the, of the you know, and everything. So he's bright ideas, and his urge to, I suppose, fiery urge to get back at people. I just got urge to get back at people with a passion. And that's brought him to where he is. What's over the top of him at the moment? Ooh, rest and retreat. Rest and retreat. Also probably the coronavirus, but the prospect of being put in a place of restriction. His immediate future. Bye-bye. 5 of Cups, loss. Loss and regret. He's going to lose his appeal. He's going to get extradited. These are stunning, stunning, stunning cards. Beautiful. What's in his environment? The truth coming out. The truth coming out. That's what's in his environment. What other people see? They see the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords. The little elephant represents the page. Page's messengers. A spy. They see someone who's basically the equivalent of a spy for unfriendly nations. If he could do that sort of stuff to America, he could do it to Australia. He could do it to England. You know, they just basically see someone who they view as a spy. What are his hopes and fears? His hopes and fears. Oh, he's hoping that a benevolent person will help him out of this situation, buy him out of this situation even. But he fears that no, that's not going to happen. What is the outcome for Julian Assange? Momentum, travel. He's going to get extradited. He's going to get extradited. Travel, and he's got no control. He's a living person. This carriage is being driven by a ghost. No living person is in control of this. He has no control. He's going to get extradited. Okay, so having looked at that, let's have a look at once he faced trial in the US. It's probably, given that that was a major arcana, I'd say it's probably still a ways away before he gets extradited, but he will. So, Julian Assange, so we've established he's going to get extradited. Is he going to go to jail in the US? Is he going to go to jail in the US? Let's ask that question. Can I read on some getting neither Trump or Biden will win? Can I read on that? Some readers are, hey? I thought about what they're looking at, passed through my mind. I won't share that, but because that's I'll look at my view. But yes, I will. Julian Assange. Julian Assange. Is he going to go to jail? Will he go to jail in the US? Temperance, no, that's the Star. Evanine is the Star. He's hopeful that he's not going to. This is him. He's embattled. He's embattled. Now we're asking the specific question, is he going to go to jail in the US? So he's going to get over, he's going to be extradited, establish that. So that's him, embattled. Challenge. Queen of Wands, investigators. Very determined investigator, someone who's highly intelligent, highly passionate, very intuitive. Yeah, and very, very sure of what they have. In the case, what's at the base of this case? 9 of Pentacles, sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Somehow I don't think this is him. I think this is the case against him. It's pretty strong. It's the 9 of Pentacles. They have a very strong case. Lots of resources. Lots of discipline. And it's getting stronger and stronger. And he's going to have to maintain his discipline. He can't lose it. He's past actions leading up to the Magician, past actions leading up to him going to jail. This is not him. This is the prosecution. This is the Magician. It's stunning cards, aren't they? And the Magician has everything he needs to manifest the result that they want. They have everything they need to send him to jail. They've been doing that. They've been gathering that. Weaving their spells, whatever you'd call it. So what's above the situation? Oh, there it is again. Loss again. Remember that was in his immediate future when we were looking at him getting extradited? Loss and regret. This guy's waving goodbye to his freedom. Here's his freedom being sailing out in a boat, getting further and further away from him. His immediate future, here we have this again, the 6 of Pentacles. What was it? Patience, eternity, things seeming like an eternity in solitude. That's an indication to me that he's going to go to jail. What's in his environment at the moment? Surprising emotional news. I think the news is going to come up that he is going to get extradited. I think he's surprising emotional news that they have a strong case. If the UK thought their case was weak as, they probably wouldn't extradite him. So I think this is an indication of a strong case. What do other people see? This is the Strength card. They see that strong case, the strength of the case against him. His hopes and fears. He's hoping a benevolent queen will come and help him, but he fears not. That's interesting because we got the Queen here, Queen of Wands, investigative, sure, strong, passionate. The benevolent queen. Maybe He's hoping that Queen Elizabeth will say, oh, no, she's not going to get involved in this. He's hoping benevolence, hope, kindness, and fearing he's not going to get it. What's his outcome? Will he end up in jail? 7 of Wands, standing his ground. He's going to have to stand his ground and fight off all these, I suppose he'd call them demons, coming at him. The Moon, howling at the moon, howling at the moon. He's going to stand his ground and howl at the moon, but is it going to work? 8 of Pentacles, no. Walking away. Cups. 4 of Wands, celebration. He might wriggle out of jail somehow, actual jail, and have a minor celebration. But Ace of Pentacles. Opportunity. That's interesting. He might ask, will he go to jail? And I'm not getting a clear answer on that. I'm getting him minor celebration, standing his ground, howling at the moon, walking away, minor celebration. Might be deported from the US. New opportunities. Let's try. No clear message there at the top. The outcome for Julian Assange. Will he go to jail? Will he go to jail in the US? Temperance. No, but his movements are going to be tempered, restricted. 4 of Swords, restriction. He might end up 5 of Swords, abuse of power. Too many unresolved issues. Going to be tempered, forced to retreat. 5 of Swords, unresolved issues. Will he be deported from the US back to Australia? 6 of Cups. Back to a place of childhood. That could be, yeah. 3 of Cups reverse. I don't normally have reversals in this deck. So lack of support in Australia. 6 of Pentacles. I don't think they're going to have enough to send him to jail for somehow. They think they do. But there's going to be some unresolved issues come up. I think he'll get deported back to Australia. Then I don't know what would happen to him here in Australia. Probably nothing, because they'll say, well, he hasn't broken any Australian laws. But they said that with David Hicks as well, and he served some jail time here in Australia. But the Australian government can be a bit wussy. Sorry. I think he's definitely going to get extradited to the US, but I think there's going to be too many unresolved issues for him to, even though they really believe they have a very strong case. There's just going to be too many. But I think they'll deport him. sent back to Australia. He might be put on a no-fly list once he's back here. That would be interesting to see. Anyway, enough on the pale one, Julian Assange. Let's see. Done. Okay. Neither Trump nor Biden winning. Okay, so there's been some psychics and readers saying they can't see either Trump nor Biden winning. Okay. There, from my reading immediately after the election, there's going to be a lot of cloudiness. So I'm going to ask again, and I think I've asked this before, but I'm going to ask the question again and offer up thanks to my guides for their assistance in this, and ask my guides for assistance in this. Who is going to be sworn in as president in 2021? Will it be Trump or will it be Biden? That's a pretty clear question. Got the Essential Tarot here, another low Scarabeo deck. Who will be sworn in as president in 2021? Biden or Trump? Actually, I'm going to, I'll go with this and then I'll modify the question if there's no clear answer on it. Okay? So, Biden, Trump. Eight of Wands reversed. Five of Swords. The Chariot reversed. That's not looking good for Biden. The Lord of Speed, fast action, innovation, innovative changes. So it's reversed. So that's things are going to slow down. The changes are going to slow down. The Five of Swords, of course. Degradation, defeat, deletion, malice. He's going to have to try and fight off efforts by Trump to defeat him. The Chariot. I'm just referring to these are new cards, so everyone, you know, they all have, every deck has something different at times. Indecision and delay. So there's going to be some delay. That doesn't say he's not going to get there. The Wheel of Fortune. King of Swords reversed. This is Trump. The Empress. Time for a change. King of Swords reversed is, you know, he's going to try and manipulate things. And this is reflected with Biden's cards with the Five of Swords. So he's going to try and manipulate things. But his time is up. The Wheel of Fortune's time is up. The people have spoken. This is the American people. But he's going to try and manipulate and delay. These things being reversed don't say that they're not going to happen. It just means there's going to be delays. Okay, I'm going to ask the same question. I'm going to use a different deck, but I'm going to ask it slightly differently. Okay? So Biden's got delays, but not that it's not going to happen, just that there's delays. He's got abuse of power, trying to stop it, manipulation on another person's part, which is Trump, which is reflected in the King of Swords. Trump, Wheel of Fortune, yes, it's up the right way, but it's time. It's time for this change. This is just time to move on. The American people have spoken. I'm going to ask the same question, but using a different deck, slightly differently. So inside each of these, got the Universal Golden Tarot here. Right away. Will a Democrat, which party will be in the White House? Which party will be, will it be a Democrat or a Republican sworn in as president? Will it be a Democrat or a Republican sworn in as president? Taking names out of the equation. Will it be a Republican or a Democrat sworn in as president? Hey, Renee Duggan, Deborah Costro. Hi, John Pelosi. Haven't seen you for a while. Laura Carlson, hello. If I haven't said your name, because I've been concentrating on things. So, okay. Democrat. Republican. The Sun. This is Democrat. Walking away. Page of Pentacles. New opportunities, new intelligence. Work on plans step by step. Fortunate time. That's the Democrat line. Republican. Manipulation. The Empress. This is the people speaking again. Still not clarity. Going to try and manipulate, but they're going to try and manipulate. I do think it's going to be a Democrat who gets sworn in. Most likely Biden, of course. It could be Harris, but only if Biden becomes ill between the election and stuff. This is all the fuss. What I'm picking up on is that there's going to be a delay in the results. Will the inauguration be on January 21? Or will it be delayed? Will it be in January 21? Yes. New emperor. News spread about the action. Good news. Have confidence in that. There's going to be a delay because of Trump trying to manipulate everything and fudge the issue. That's what my head tells me, all this manipulation. He's putting out these plans. He's thinking of all these plans and he's putting that out there into the universe. But, you know, chariot movement forward, chaos. But Biden, this Biden is going to be a chariot, victory and movement forward, chaos, but he's still going to try and create. But Biden, yep, Biden is going to win, but there's going to be a lot of confusion because of Trump making all this huge fuss. It's going to be, has he not, even if it's really clear, Trump's going to try and mess with things and confuse the picture and everything because he's a coward. What is going to happen is that it's going to be really clear pretty quick to everyone who needs to know that what the result is going to be. But Trump is going to try and nullify that result and say it's not true. He's going to try and manipulate things and, yeah. People are getting that time and time and time again. It's the same picture that's coming up time and time again. Every time I read on it too, yes, this is what he's going to do. Is Eric Trump going down in the next 2 weeks? I can have a look at that. He certainly, you'll see the Spiller reading I did on him, but we'll have a look at that. Hi, Keisha Harris. Someone getting buffering. I can't stop it. I'd have to go right out and start the thing again if there is buffering. I haven't noticed any. So, You can't rely on one person to get rid of Trump. Everybody has to get rid of Trump. Everybody has to come up and say no more. Eric Trump. Will he go down in the next 2 weeks? District Attorney. Eric Trump, he has got an abundance of problems. But he grew up with an abundance, and he believes that he's too rich and too powerful for things to happen. Either that or he's looking for mummy to save him. His challenge is trying to gaslight, trying to confuse the issue. There's no confusion on the side of the prosecutors, but he's trying to confuse the issue, plead the fifth, this, that, and the other, and he's got to continue to try and do that. The base of it for him, manipulation of money. This is the base of his problems, manipulation of money. Past actions leading up to the present. Oh, now this is something I was immediately drawn to the hedge here with this. And Lena Rodriguez, one of the first things I learned from her with the Ace of Pentacles is with the hedge, it can represent repeating of past mistakes, basically getting yourself into a cycle. Continue to repeatedly do the wrong thing time and time and time again in order to get more money. That's his past actions. That's what's led up to it. What's above him? An offer. The Knight of Cups with an offer. It's an offer he doesn't want, or maybe he's thinking of going and making an offer. We'll have to get some clarification on that. Is he thinking of offering information? Immediate future, transfer, movement, travel. You're going to try and skip the country. This offer is not what it seems. Maybe trying to lull people. Is he going to try and skip the country? I'll have a look at that in a few minutes. What's in his environment? Oh, he's celebrating something. Oh, I've done it. I've loved them. He thinks he's won something. He thinks he's won a small victory. What are other people seeing? Strong case. His efforts to dominate aren't working. His efforts to win this are failing. The Queen of Swords reversed is the efforts to dominate and win are failing. Even though it's not reversed, I get that feeling. It's like investigators are winning. He's not. So his efforts to dominate over the investigators are not working, and people are seeing that. What are his hopes and fears? He hopes to slow down the investigation, to slow things down, but he's afraid he can't. What's his outcome? A deal. Making a deal. It's the best outcome he can get is to make a deal. Is he going to do that? You're going to try and make a deal and try and keep some money. I'm going to have a look at this 8 of Wands here. There's the King. Is he going to try and skip the country? Yeah, building up resources. He's been building up resources. He's going to make a deal and then try to access some resources. So is he going to try and skip the country? Is Eric Trump going to try and skip the country? Ace of Swords, have no doubt. Disappointing news from him. Somebody's going to tell on him. It's the Page of Swords buying the camp. He's going to try and skip the country, but it's not going to work. Not going to work. Not going to work. And if he does that, all deals are off. Look. Family legacy, family corporation. Let's ask. His outcome. Will he go to jail? If he cuts a deal and then tries to skip the country, will he go to jail? Or is he skips the country before he tries? Will he end up in jail? Will he go to jail? Ooh, slow. He's going to try and pay people. They never learn. Yeah, Tower. And, of course, we've got the swords here. We've got 3 swords here. New journey for him. I think he's going to end up in jail. He's going to try and skip the country and blow any chance of a deal. He had a chance of making a deal and remaining relatively comfortable. Remaining in some relative comfort, may have been maybe, home detention or something, or some place like where Cohen went, stuff. But no, he's going to blow it. He's going to try and skip the country, and kaboom. Woo. Had him in a bit of a hard place. I didn't have my notes on the Sevilla cards I used on him last night around, so I was a little bit vague on that, but it was not looking good. I can remember that. Now I'm going to read, is Louis DeJoy going to turn on Trump? Trump's just thrown him under a bus. Is he going to turn on Trump? And does he have the receipts? Just making sure that there's no reversals there. Is Louis DeJoy going to turn on Trump and cough up receipts? Notes from phone conversations, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Does he have the receipts to back it all up? Is Louis DeJoy going to turn on Trump? Because Trump's just... Who? Louis DeJoy. He's not in a very good emotional place at the moment. He's extremely upset. Thank you, Teresa. Louis DeJoy. Ooh, theft. Getting away with it. He thought he was going to be able to get away with everything. It's his challenge. All this stuff coming to light about his past, and there's going to be more coming to light. Base of it, he hopes he's hoping he's not going to have to do things. He has hope that Trump is still going to bail him out. Idiot. Past actions, the emperor. I did what I was told. What was it? My one of my favourite movies is Absolute Power with Clint Eastwood and Ed Harris and Gene Hackman. And Dennis Haybert actually played the Secret Service agent who was acting on. And Clint Eastwood had him pinned down and stuff. And he said, my president, right or wrong? This is DeJoy, my president, right or wrong? Above him. So he just followed his president, whether it was right or wrong. Above him is talking. So he's trying to find hope, but talking as above, so below. So talking to people about actions will give him some hope. Details, details, details. 8 of coins. Attention to detail. He is so blinded in his following of Trump that he fogged out everything else, right or wrong, and ignored it to do what Trump wanted him to do. One of the aspects of a lot of the times with a lot of the cards with the 8 of Pentacles dude is like they're so engrossed in what they're doing, they're not paying attention to what's happening around them. They're so focused on doing what Trump wants. They just consciously block out everything around them and everyone who's yelling, saying, no, this is wrong, don't do that. Even their own subconscious, they just right on that. And he willingly did it. What's in his environment? Nothing good. Nothing good is in this man's environment. What do people see? Someone who is carrying out Trump's plans to interfere with the election. That's all that people see. What are his hopes and fears? Oh, he's really fearful that he's going to have to carry the can for Trump. And it's the end of a cycle. Carry the can for Trump's efforts to interfere with the mail. He's really fearful of that. He hopes he's not going to, but he's fearful that he's going to end up carrying the can for him. What's his outcome? Surprising, emotional news. Page of Cups. That doesn't tell me if is he going to turn on Trump. Let's have a look. King of Pentacles. That's Trump, the greedy king. Wheel of Fortune. Victory. Messenger. Messenger, not victory, messenger. I think he probably will turn on Trump, but not a lot, not enough. In a small way. Yeah, he's willing to sacrifice himself for this man. So, okay, so emotional news about Trump's victory, the change, the Wheel of Fortune with regard to victory, sacrificial act. He's not going to turn on Trump. He's not going to turn on Trump. What an idiot. What an idiot. He has swallowed the Kool-Aid. He is a true cultist. He's not going to turn on Trump. And he believes that Trump is going to win, that he's destined to win. That's what these last few cards said to me. Where are they? So the news he's going to get is surprising, but he believes that Trump is destined to win, and he's willing to sacrifice himself for that. Jesus Christ. Sorry. No, the joy's not going to turn on Trump. Adjusting that. I can make my head a little bit smaller. To jail. Okay, let's have a look. You're laughing. So people can get so caught up in their belief in one person that they'll do anything. They'll sacrifice themselves because they're true believers. There's nothing more dangerous than true believers and idealists who follow a con man. It's just, yeah. Thank you, Larry Girl. It's one of my favorites. The headband. I'm going to ask the debate, first presidential debate is going to come up soon. How is Trump going to do and how is Biden going to do? So I'm going to use the bridge card system. So we'll do Trump first and then Biden. How's Trump going to do in the debate? It's on the bottom. He's going to try and get out of it. Let's have a look. Current energy of the situation. Hope. Hope. He's hoping. He's hoping. For what? The heart of the matter. He's hoping that he can get away from doing it, that he can get away with not doing it. See? Resting. The challenge for him to consider that he's a fool. That he's a fool. Just flat out that he's a fool. He's had no growth. The journey, no growth, nothing. He had nothing new to present. He's got nothing new to present. Say, this is going to be the journey for the next 4 years with me. He doesn't have a journey to take the voters on. Incoming change. Partnership. Commitment. Likely outcome or result. Suspension. Hangman, suspension. Incoming change. Commitment. What's with that? Incoming change. American people, the American people, they want to see him do it. He made a commitment to the American people, but he was with this hangman. He's going to be showing up. If he does it, he's going to be showing up for the false knight he is. He's not going to get away with what he got away with Hillary, stalking around the stage, going wrong, this, that. He's not going to get away with that. And Hillary, by right, should not have let him get away with that. So, you know, by letting him get away with that and just assuming that all people are going to see is a fool, she didn't stand up to him. And she really didn't. Well, yeah, like conflict. Likely outcome or result. Yeah. He's not going to be able to do it. He's not up to it. He's gonna, if he does do it, he's gonna try doing the same trick that he tried on Hillary, but it's not going to work this time. He's going to plead ill health or come up with something that there's an emergency, it can't do it. He's going to try and get out of it. He's going to try and get out of it. Biden in the debate. Let's have a look at him. He's going to be, there's nothing to do bad. You're bad, I'm good. That's it. That's for me. That's what Trump's going to be like. Biden in the debates. Biden in the presidential debates. America wants to hear what Biden has to say. At the heart of the matter. Current energy or issue. Assessing. He's making assessments, making decisions, deciding what direction he's going to take the debate in, just, you know, and deciding what approaches he's going to do. Very much an assessment. He does not want to be caught short with anything. The heart of the matter. Conflict. The heart of the matter is, you know, conflict. Trump's not going to come in prepared. If he comes in, he's going to come in swinging and trying to cause trouble. Challenge to consider. Disappointing news that Trump's not going to debate him, that Trump's going to pull out. Incoming change. Judgment. There's so much judgment against Trump at the moment. Likely outcome or result. Overflow of new ideas. A renewed and refreshed relationship with the American people. Joe Biden is going to turn up. If Trump doesn't turn up, then Joe Biden will stand there and he will take those questions from Chris Wallace Okay. That's what I feel. I think that Chris Moss is the first debate, and they turn up and Biden turns up and Trump doesn't. Biden will go, please ask me the questions and I will answer them. And he'll say, you know, he might invite someone to be a devil's advocate in that instance. But, you know, what happens if Trump doesn't show up? What happens if Trump does just not show up? They're not going to cancel. Suspension. Taking it a different perspective. Biden. Will have everything there. He will take the opportunity to, this guy's waiting for the ships to come in. He'll stand there, he will wait for the questions. He will go through with how it is planned. He will share his plan and his vision for the future in answering the questions. And he will talk about the actions he will take. And what my personal opinion just being backed up. So you can take that one as me reading what I want to see, but I just think that that's exactly what he's going to do. If Trump doesn't turn up, don't turn it into an opportunity to just walk away. Turn it into an opportunity to answer those questions that were going to be asked. Let's what will happen with the Pence-Harris debate, the vice presidential debate? What's going to happen there? Okay, so if Trump does show up, we'll go back to the presidential. If Trump does show up, how will the debate go? So let's have a look. If Trump does show up, we've already determined what will happen if he doesn't show up, what Joe will do. It's certainly what I would do if I was in that position and my opponent didn't show. I would say, well, you know, please ask the questions that are lined out and I will answer, you know. If you want someone to be a devil's advocate, I'd be happy to, you know, listen to that person. And debate that person, you know. Anyway, what will happen if Trump does show up? Who's going to win if Trump shows up for the debate? intuition. He's going to be, ooh, everyone loves me. Everyone loves me. That's all you need to know. Everyone loves me. I'm smartest. I'm the smartest. I'm the most intuitive. If Trump does show up, oh God, he won't have slept the night before. Here he is. Here he is. He's gonna be he's not gonna come out swinging with facts. He's gonna come out swinging with insults and nasty words. Medication. He'll have up beforehand. He's going to be facing someone who has everything prepared, has everything they need in their arsenal. Biden. Here he is again, talking about what Biden is going to be talking about, what he will do. He will answer those questions about what his actions were going to be. So we've got Trump here, not having slept the night before, possibly sniffing up. Then he's got an opponent who has everything prepared in Biden, who will talk about his proposed actions. What else is going to happen? He's going to bring out the law and order stance, whether the question's asked or not. Biden's going to temper that down. He's going to shut that down. He is going to shut that down really quick. What is Trump going to do? Oh, I've got good news for people. Good news for people. The vaccine. Surprising news. The vaccine. What's Biden going to do? This journey will be complete, but not yet. This is a major arcana. Time-wise, it's a longer length of time. This is minor arcana, shorter length of time. Biden's going to camp down on that too, saying, no, everything we've heard, it's more time. It's going to take more time. What's Trump going to do? Trump's going to try and steer things into calmer waters, steer things into waters that steer himself away from subjects, try and move things, manipulate things, steer the debate. Is it going to work? No, it's not going to work, because Joe is, here he is again, fresh ideas, good emotions, good relationships, steady, balanced. Is Trump going to win? He thinks he is. He can't see himself not winning. Biden, Queen of Swords. Honest, experienced, forthright, astute. Come out clearly ahead of the game. Trump's going to stand out with help. Biden's going to stand out on his own merits. Yeah. Biden's going to represent new opportunities. Trump's going to represent old bad ways. Trump's going to try and say, oh, it's just be a repeat of all the bad things, but it's not. Biden's going to new growth, new hope. Yeah. Everything Trump comes out with, Biden's going to shoot it down if he turns up. if he turns up. So get a different deck and we'll move on to the vice presidential debate. And then I'm going to do a quick oracle card reading. And then I'm going to have to go because I do have a phone appointment at 11 o'clock. So Pence Harris. That's less likely to be a farce. Vice presidential debate. What is general vibe of that with the bridge thing? Current energy of the vice presidential debate. Oh, anxiety. One of them's feeling anxious. Current energy of the issue or situation. Hope for new opportunities to put forward their views, I guess. The heart of the matter. Preparation. Having everything they need. One person is going to bring along everything they need to prove their point. The other is going to try and manipulate people into believing their point, even though they don't have everything. Challenge to consider. Well, the two different ways in which you can go, basically. The American vote can go towards the left or to the right, basically. Incoming change. 9 of Pentacles, sitting pretty. Somebody who has been sitting pretty, there's going to be a change in that. One of them is going to suffer a setback, I think, in the interim. The Star. It's going to come out looking very hopeful for one of them. What's this sitting pretty? What's the incoming change with the sitting pretty? Is it good? Is it bad? It's going to be a setback. Page of Swords, disappointing news. What's the likely outcome? King of Swords. That's not Trump. Bringing to an end one journey. King of Swords. Investigation. Interesting. One of the candidates, and I didn't read which one, was going to have a little bit of disappointing news about their journey. Investigation. Hiya, Sandra. Okay, let's have a look at the debate. First prize presidential debate. What's going to happen? Mike Pence on one side. Kamala Harris on the other. Hi, Judy Malley. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Hi, Renee Dugan. Okay. Pence on one side. What's going to happen with Pence? Oh, he's going to go in feeling good. Feeling good. People love me. Oh, he's going to be suffering. Oh, a little bit of anxiety creeping in there. Remember, this was on the bottom of the deck before? He's had the anxiety. The Republicans, what the Republicans can do for you, but we can't do it unless we're in power. He's going to be talking about that. What's going to go on with Kamala Harris? Knight of Pentacles. She's going to be thorough in her preparation. She is the one who will have everything she needs to win. He is the one who is just going to try and pull tricks out of his hat. She's going to be very prepared. She will be able to balance and you know, juggle things that are coming at her. She'll be able to handle that. Juggling things, all her balls in the air during the debate. What's going to happen with Pence? Oh, Pence, he's going to make some really critical mistakes, I think, during this mistake. Two of Swords. Critical decisions about what he's going to say, and he's possibly going to make some mistakes. What about Kamala Harris? She is going to hold the momentum with this debate. Pence, Four of Cups. He's going to be offered some lifeline, but people are just so apathetic that they don't want to listen to him. He's going to be offered a lifeline, but whether he's going to be smart enough to take it, don't know. What's happening with Harris? Page of Pentacles. She will talk about the new opportunities for growth, for money, for education, for everything. Resources, all that. She's prepared to come and talk about that. What about Pence? The Republican Party will support you. How are they going to support you? They're just talking about support, but these girls are floating in the air. What's holding them up? Castles in the air. Kamala, Knight of Wands, defending people. Wise use. She's going to be asked about investigations and all that, and she's going to be careful. She's going to hold back. It's not going to be her job. She's going to hold back on things. She's going to be careful, and she's going to be restrained. Pence, Seven of Wands, is going to try and stand his ground. Kamala, Nine of Wands, she's going to find him a bit harder than she thought, because he's going to be standing his ground. So she's going to have to, you know, he's not going to be as easy to put down as she thought. So she's going to feel, in a couple of times, she's going to feel a bit embattled. Pence, the Hangman, suspension. Sacrificial lamb. I'm getting Harris, Page of Swords. Just pointing you a little bit of, she'll be disappointed in some way in her performance, in a little bit, but not sure whether he didn't put up enough of a fight or, yeah. Pence, oh, Eight of Swords, paint himself into a corner. Harris, Seven of Cups. She is definitely going to win, but maybe not with as much clarity. What's that about? High Priestess. I think she's definitely going to win, but there are going to be some people out there who maybe feel like she's not showing everything. She's not being as transparent as she should be. So, yeah. So that's the debate. So I think she's going to win, but there's also going to be some people out there. But that doesn't mean that. That's the first debate. I think there are already people out there who feel that she's not as transparent as she should be. Well, that's their issue. Okay, I'm going to do a quick oracle card reading, then I have to go. So I got these lovely cards the other day. Oh, what's this? Ace of Swords fell out of chopstick. You know, the steampunk deck I use for, well, yeah, the truth falls away with that, man. Anyway, so I've got these lovely Dragon Oracle cards by artwork by Carla Lee Morrow and by Diana Cooper. So we'll have a look at. I'm not going to refer to the book this time. I don't have time, so I'm going to have to wrap up pretty quickly. But they're gorgeous cards, absolutely beautiful. So let's see some of the messages from dragons, hey? Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. Green Gold Dragons from Sirius brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology, be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. And the Royal Blue and Gold Dragon strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Animals, outside, environment, kindness. We're not the only creatures who live on this planet. We've got to look after them as well by looking after the environment. You can't stop the focus on getting rid of this man, but also don't forget about the other areas that need energy and focus put into them. Try and put some more energy and focus into them as well. Take everything you've learnt. Take everything you've learnt in the last few years and how it's affected you as a person and your spiritual well-being, and use that knowledge to not just help yourself, but to help those around you. You have a cloak of power. The cloak of power here, your right to vote. Do not let anyone else manipulate it. Stand proudly and say, this is my right to do this, and I will do this, and you will not stop me. Do not let the manipulators, the gerrymanderers, the cheaters win. Continue forth in your journey as proud Americans, doing your duty as it needs to be done. And everyone else in the world, do what you know needs to be done. And this cloak could be a mask elsewhere in the world. Wear it proudly. Support those around you. Okay? By doing what you know needs to be done and not letting others tell you that you shouldn't be doing that, whether it's exercising your right to vote or wearing a mask to help others, all that. Okay, look guys, I have to go. I've got a phone appointment in a few minutes, so thank you very much for joining me, and look after yourselves. I'll see you again Sunday, and I'll be putting out some more videos. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.